going on, guys and gals? My name is Neko Fluttershy, and welcome to a fucking video. Now, you want to know something that's fucking pissing me off right now? Aside from everything, but one thing in particular that's fucking pissing me off is updates. And I'm talking about general updates. So, you know, when your computer is, updating and shit, it's supposed to add some new features or make your computer more compatible with certain software, make the software, some of the software better, better hardware and all that good shit as much as they can. Or, you know, your game console, like your PS3, PS4, PS5 updates, it's supposed to have some sort of bigger thing to it. And, you know, in some cases, maybe a little bit more storage, maybe some more compatibility with certain games, and a metric fuck ton of other shit, right? Well, it doesn't always work that way. It doesn't always do what it should be doing. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, recently, apparently, out of fucking nowhere, Sony decided in all their glorious fucking wisdom to make an update on the fucking PS fucking 3. Okay, fine. Whatever. I don't care. It's a PS3. It's outdated. It's not like anything bad will come from it. Whatever. Oh. From what I've been told, I haven't even updated my my system yet because it's on the it's still on the old last firmware update, and it's got PS 10, so I'm not gonna fucking update at all. It's not gonna happen. But from what I did hear, update wise, this update is apparently every time you want to sign in to your PS3, I heard that you basically have to have some sort of QR code or something. You have to scan it or input a code every single fucking time you have to fucking go online. If that is true, that's the worst fucking thing I've ever heard. Okay? And I get it, maybe security reasons or whatnot. But why the PS3? Why is a PS3 something that's fucking ancient right now? Why is that still getting updates? And some would argue, oh, it's because Sony doesn't want modders and jailbreak. Well, who the fuck cares what Sony wants? I don't fucking give a goddamn shit what Sony wants. They take away our creative freedom. And by creative freedom, I mean the ability to do what we want on our consoles. We bought this PS3 a long time ago, right? You know, we basically bought I bought a PS3 a long time ago, right? So this is back when it was relevant, back in 2012 or so. I bought the PS3, and you know, I should be able to do whatever I want on that console. As well as the fact that the PS3 is fucking ancient now. So you know what I did? I bought 2 PS3s last year. Either it was a combination of last year and this year. I bought 2 PS3s specifically for modding purposes. Now, the reason why I wanted to mod my game console, any game console, is solely because, well, I wanted to mod the console. And why I wanted to mod the console, as well as wanting to mod the console, is specifically because the console is old. You know, there are basically no more games being developed for the PS3. And if there are games being supported for the PS3, it's a bunch of shitty, dysfunctional, already broken sports games that are already out on other platforms: PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S and all that. So really, there is no reason for the PS3 to still be supported to this day, and thus no reason for the PS3 to still have fucking updates. You want to know something that's even worse? I think I know the reason why they do these updates. It's so people like me can't modify these consoles anymore. You know, because Sony's like, oh, well, we can't have you jailbreak. We can't have you do this, even if it's something simple like emulation. All the games that you want to, you want to basically use mod menus for are basically fucking ancient. I mean, Black Ops 2 is fucking goddamn 10 years old at this point, and Black Ops 1 is even more so. Modern Warfare 2, 3, whatever, still ancient, right? We know these games are old and no one cares about these games anymore, but we're still gonna basically try to stop you from modifying consoles. We're gonna fucking update, these older consoles that, the fuck? It's like it took a whole second for it to register that it was in a glory kill state. But anyways, as I was saying before I got interrupted by these fucknuts, these games are old and, the PS3 is ancient and whatever, but we're still gonna update the PS3 just so you can't, modify it anymore. Which is fucking retarded. I mean, if I want to jailbreak an ancient console that honestly is ancient because, the console's almost 10 years old. I don't know when it came out, 2005, 2006, something like that. Give it a few more years, it'll be 20. Which means... Exactly. It means that there is no more updates. So at least there shouldn't be any more updates. And you want to know the worst thing about it? Sony's trying to be discreet about it. They're trying to hide the fact that that's what they're doing. They're updating solely because of modders and hackers and jailbreakers and oh my. But the fact of the matter is, we know what you're trying to do, Sony. And with your bullshit updates on the PS4, we also know what you're trying to do on that as well. Recently Sony had an update for the PS4. And now let me tell you something, I have no problem in updates of newer consoles, like the PS5 and even consoles that are still having games developed for it and still got a loyal player base, like the PS4 and Xbox One and all that. I have no problem with that at all. But what I do have a problem with is when there's absolutely nothing different from the last fucking update. So if there's nothing different from the update, why do we have an update? I mean, what's the difference between the version, I don't know where we're at right now, let's say hypothetically 4.90 or something like that, and the last version 4.89 or whatever the fuck, I don't know what version we're at right now on fucking PS4, but what the fuck is the difference between both those versions, right? What is the difference? That's right, there is none. But, oh, well, with the PS4, the only difference is, we basically made the console better because we improved features and make the performance I play are still broken, right? I play Call of Duty, the graphics aren't any better. The performance isn't any better from the last fucking 2 or 3 updates you've had. The chat rooms haven't been updated, and when they are updated, it's fucking garbage how they're updated. I mean, I remember back when I first got this PS4, and... Okay, I thought that was glitching for a second. But I remember when I first got this PS4, how different the fucking voice chat feature has been over the past, I don't know how many updates we've had. We've had a lot of updates. But, yeah. You know, and you know, it's gotten worse, in my opinion. I'm gonna say, I think it's only gotten worse from here. But, you know, Sony doesn't care. And I think that's the whole reason. Now, Nintendo Switch updates, as far as I know, I don't really notice anything different as well. And I think that could be the very same reason. What the fuck was that? How did I... Damn, I got boosted. Anyways, as I was fucking saying before I got distracted by that, stop shooting at me. Stop it. Boom, you're dead. Now you're gonna die. Anyways, you know, I think Nintendo Switch is the same way. Oh, we don't want people jailbreaking or modding our systems and whatever. So, we're gonna update. Xbox is the same way. You know, Xbox One X. But at least with the Xbox One X, there seems to be a little bit, just a little bit more of a reason to, you know, to update. Now let's talk about video games. When video games get updated, not the console itself, but the actual software that runs on these consoles, it varies on, you know, game to game. What the fuck? Oh, I was gonna say, okay, that was pretty cool. In a way, it was pretty cool. But yeah, let's hypothetically say that Doom Eternal got an update, right? You know, maybe they may actually add some better performance so that these games will run a little bit better on, you know, the PS4 and whatnot, on last-gen consoles. And then let's say they added a little bit more content like Horde mode, or, you know, this or that. Basically extended the multiplayer action for this game. And, yeah. Like that, I have no problem with. I enjoy these updates. I love the update version 6.66 when it was announced. I basically shat myself in absolute glee. I was fucking hyped. I was stoked. I was soaked in my own jizz at how badass that was. But other games that I've played, you know, Call of Duty Vanguard, for example, that game, the updates suck ass. So why are there even updates for these games that really don't do anything different? I mean, there's still a lot of broken issues in Vanguard that never get fixed, never even get addressed at all. So some of these games, why do you even bother with these, what the fuck? I mean, why do you even bother with shit like that if you're not gonna fix any of the important issues? And certain other games, oh, you know, like, oh, by the way, websites as well. Facebook updates are fucking garbage. YouTube updates are even worse, if you can believe it. So if there's an update, well, not really an update, I guess. I mean, it was an update, but it wasn't an update at the same time, because, I mean, on PS4, when there's an update, it'll say, oh yeah, here's an update to YouTube on the PS4. But there wasn't anything suggesting that there's an update on the PS4 for YouTube. Well, apparently, you know how you would press the square button to go back text-wise? So if you made a mistake at spelling something or whatever. What the fuck just happened there? Jesus Christ, game. Can't even handle yourself anymore, and I love it. But, you know how you're able to basically, you know, if you misspell something on accident, you want to fix it. All you gotta do, oh, okay, let me just, let me press the fucking square button. Or you want to use, basically, instead of having to go all the way to where the space bar is on the app, on PS4, you basically would press triangle to basically space words and letters in between each other. Well, that's gone. Yeah, they got rid of the ability button. That's who at YouTube, maybe even Sony, I don't know who calls the shots on YouTube on PS4, but who thought that was a good idea? And how can I legally beat the shit out of them? Because that's not... Okay, so if you want a space bar, you have to go... you have to go to where the space is, right? And you gotta press the button. And, you know, space that shit. If you want to go backspace and whatnot, you basically have to do something else. That's way too much work for what it's worth on fucking just the PS4 version. I'm better off using a keyboard at that point. And maybe that's what they want. They want you to use a keyboard instead of your PS4 controller or something. Maybe they want you to use the voice command or something like that. But personally, in my opinion, I think it's kind of fucking stupid. I shouldn't have to use voice commands, or I shouldn't have to use a mouse and keyboard when both my slots on the PS4, my USB slots, are taken. And what I mean by taken, one has an external hard drive where I have all my save data for games and game data on the games and shit, and one has where my controller is charged, basically the USB plug-in charger for the PS4 controller, so I can always have my controller charged. So I don't want to have to constantly just be like, oh yeah, let me just unplug, you know, my USB storage device thingy, or my my good old-fashioned, you know, my charger, and you know, let me just plug in a computer keyboard, only to fucking use YouTube. That's fucking stupid. Updates are fucking stupid. I mean, 9 times out of 10, these updates are unwanted and unneeded. Imagine if, in the year 2022, which we're at right now, at the time of this recording and video, imagine if, you know, Nintendo was like, oh yeah, we'll make an update, a firmware update to the Nintendo Wii and the DS. Why? The Wii is basically dead, and the DS is even more so. I mean, yeah, I still play on my Wii. I still, you know, do shit. I play Wii games and GameCube games on it, and I still enjoy the Wii. But the problem is when, you know, if there's an update, 9 times out of 10 it's going to fuck something up. And so I was like, okay, maybe I'll try to update the PS3. So I was going to go to my PS3, but the PS3, basically the custom firmware that I have, HEN, you know, it's like, oh no, basically you stay on, version 4.90, I think it is, on the PS3. I don't know where we're at right now on the PS3, but you get the idea. I'm completely missing my shots. But yeah, I really shouldn't have to update a fucking ancient game console that really, while there is still a decent amount of people still playing on the console, it's not enough to warrant a fucking update. A firmware update that doesn't really do anything new, except piss more people off. I don't want to have to fucking use a QR code or a code in general just to sign in every fucking time to my fucking PS3, right? It's stupid. It's dumb. It's absolutely batshit insane, and it's unfucking necessary. There is no point to that at all. You're only gonna piss off more people. And I get it. I mean, yeah, they're probably doing it to deter hackers and modders and jailbreakers, oh my. But they're also probably doing it so more people switch to PS5 or PS3, or not PS3, PS4, PS5, the current consoles. But, you know, that's a bad way of doing it. A very bad way of doing it. Absolutely batshit insane, terrible idea to go about telling people, hey, you know, maybe you should go onto the, and maybe buy a PS4 Pro, PS5 digital or physical version or anything like that. But also, don't you think if people wanted to buy a PS4 or could buy a PS4 at this point in time, they would? I didn't get my PS4 until like 2020. I didn't buy a PS4 until 2020. And this console was already out for a long ass time before then. So if we're being honest here, I personally think the real main reason why they're doing it is to deter hackers and to deter hackers and modders from, well, being able to jailbreak and whatnot. But they'll always find a way. It doesn't matter how many times you update the PS3. It doesn't matter how many times, hell, you even update a PS4. We will always find a way to jailbreak and modify these fucking consoles. A fucking way to do it. We're not going to be deterred that easily. It's the same way with the 3DS and the Wii and all that. You know, it's like no matter how many times you basically you basically try to update these game consoles, we will still find a way to be able to modify, you know, the PS3 or the Wii or anything like that. And at that point, it's fucking useless. Because it's an old console, and thus old hardware. Old software as well, even if there's updates. So, more likely, we will find a way. And I'm sure by the end of like a few days from now, I'm sure there will be an exploit where I can automatically update my my PS3 to the jailbroken version, to basically hen version, whatever the fuck the current version of PS3 is right now, non-modded PS3. But I just think that fucking updates to game consoles that serve no purpose at all, especially when they're fucking ancient game consoles, shouldn't fucking exist. And it's pissing me off to no fucking end. Now, I have no problem with updates as a whole, right? I think the idea of updating something to make, you know, maybe the graphics a little bit better, the gameplay a little bit more fun, add some new content to your favorite game, I think that's fine. That's fun, that's cool, that's awesome. But, you know, certain things should not be updated. PS3s in 2022 should not be updated at all, unless it's an update from these jailbreakers and modders and shit, where you're basically only able to, I don't care. But anyways, you know, I personally think that, you know, things like that, fuck you. But I personally think that things like this and that, you know, the whole idea for jailbreaking, I mean, again, we will find a way to jailbreak. We're not going to be deterred all that easily. So no matter what you do, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, if you're going to basically say, no, you cannot jailbreak or modify, just understand can be basically modded to support emulation and homebrew and things like that, and piracy. Which I have no problem with piracy, personally. If the console is old. New games, however, I mean, considering how broken most games are in this day and age, maybe a little bit of piracy is fine. I don't really condone it that much. But if a game is broken like Call of Duty Vanguard, or something like that, if games like Vanguard are broken, why not get it for free? Because why would you pay $70 for a game that's broken? Or $60 for a game that's broken, that really it's not that fun to play with and not worth $60 when you could find a cracked version or something like that for free. And and some people will argue, oh, well, you know, what about DRM that basically you know, in a way kind of forbids you know, piracy? Well, there's ways around it. You know, I've had games where the DRM is supposed to be really good, but I pirated these games and they're fine. They work perfectly. and you know, and these DRMs are supposed to work, but no. And you know, if there's an update for these games, the updates are fun as well. They basically let the game update. So yeah, it's not just that. So really, no matter what you do, Sony or Microsoft or anybody really, it's only gonna get worse. There's nothing you can do at this point. You can try all you want, but it's not gonna fucking work. And I am tired of these bullshit updates for the PS4 and even the PS3 at this point, because I guess there's a new update for the PS3, which is my main concern at this point. That is absolute garbage. And the very concept of you know, jailbreaking these things, I don't know. Like, I hate the idea that at this point in time now, you will have no choice but to QR code everything. Why would you need to QR code everything now? Just to sign into PSN. It's stupid. And how long is it going to take for them to do this on PS4? Oh, it's on. Yeah, I have it basically to where my PS3 automatically signs me in every single time I turn the console on. So, yeah, if it does something like that, where I need a QR code to sign into PSN, what's the point even having that option in the first place to automatically sign you in to, you know, PSN? You know, basically making that whole update fucking useless and making the idea of that overall console fucking retarded. Like, I don't care all that much about updates when it comes to actual beneficial bullshit. Like, if there's something that I can gain from these updates, something that I like about the updates, that's fine. But when there's more cons than pros, I think updates, especially on older consoles, should not exist. I hate it. I fucking hate it. And I wish that these would fucking die. I wish updates on older consoles will die. And again, it's not deterring anybody from modding. So really, by thinking it's going to do something like that, you're fucking batshit insane. More insane than me, and that's some skill, because I'm fucking nuts. Really, I just kind of think that updates are a piece of shit that really should not exist in gaming, unless it's going to serve some purpose. Like Doom Eternal, for example, again, when they had the whole 6.66 update, and they added a metric fuck ton of stuff. A lot of content. That is a good update. That is a worthy update, and what I would call a worthy reason to update. Now with the whole PS3 thing, no, that should not even be a fucking thing. What were they thinking with a shitload of fuck? Oh, I know. They weren't thinking, because they're fucking stupid, and they think that basically all modders and jailbreakers are Satan incarnate. But here's the thing, bitch boys and girls and dogs and cats and every other bitches out there. Hell doesn't exist. Satan doesn't really exist, in my opinion. So really, piss us gamers off. At this point, there is no point to buying a PS3 except to modify. And even if, you know, I don't want to, you know, what are you doing? Okay, that's fuck. Can I just... I don't know. Can I say fuck you to this whole goddamn fucking game? I will! Fuck you, game. Fuck you, updates. fuck you everything at this point. I personally think the thing is stupid. You know, like, I should be allowed to do whatever I feel like doing. And really, updates that serve no purpose really piss me off. Wow, I was gonna... Did I kill you or not? What the fuck? I thought you exploded. What is wrong with you, game? Okay, you're dead now. Anyways, yeah, I really hate updates. And that's what really fucking pisses me off at this point. The fact that updates can basically exist at any point in time, and that no matter what you do on any console that has online access, PS3, Xbox 360, that sort of thing, that at any point in time, there can exist a fucking new update that can fuck over everything you've spent hours on, weeks, months, decades even. I mean, it's whole bullshit like that that makes me kind of regret ever playing video games in the first place. And at this point, Sony doesn't care about the consumers. Nintendo doesn't care about the... Nobody cares about the fucking consumers. See shit like that exist in the video game world. Haha, you're dead. Oh no. Not empowered demon. Oh no, a buff tyrant. That's a bad combo. But anyways, guys, and get 2 buff tyrants. I'm getting the fuck out of here. But anyways, guys and gals, I mean, what do you guys and gals think about updates? I mean, do you guys and gals think that updates are worthy of existing? Wow, you got stuck and I don't fucking care. But yeah, do you guys and gals think that updates should exist when it comes to these older consoles and hell, even newer consoles? Or not? I mean, in my personal humble opinion, I think these older consoles, they should stay gone. You know, no updates at all. And just because, really, they're already ruining everything at that point. But, you know, same with newer consoles, like the PS5 and PS4. There's no reason why there should be updates if there's no reason for it. For example, if it's just going to supposedly, you know, increase the performance and basically make the games more stable and whatnot, when really it doesn't do anything like that. And the games have not become more stable at any point in time. And, you know, whatever. I think it's stupid. And I think the updates are wasting my time, as well as everybody else's time. But, and also depending on the kind of game, some games have better updates than others. Again, looking at Doom, and how Doom has the 6.66 update, and in a way they're still trying to innovate, you know, these, you know, the gameplay and make it better for, you know, more people. Although I haven't really seen a good update in Doom for a while, that doesn't mean that it won't happen. I'm looking forward to whatever id Software and Bethesda can shit out of their ball sacks this time. That's just my thoughts on it. Anyways, guys and gals, as always, I will see you all in the next... Oh boy. in the next video. Peace out, people. And